Okay, we are back with part number 3 or hour number 3 of week 25. I totally blanked on what we're about to do, Shrek. We were going to see if Riclamin is going to be hung for maiming a small child that nearly bumped into him on the streets.
Do you want to recap the whole death situation so people are clear on what happened there? Or
You, the druid, dropped dead.
The druid dropped dead. I screwed up what the spells were allowed to do.
In game terms, the spell didn't quite work as intended. I pulled an Edrix.
Yeah. It rezzed, but it's not supposed to work that way. So she had a very strong spirit and hung on for a few minutes. Didn't feel quite right the entire time she was back, and then went back to where she came. She is currently in a closet to where she'll be drugged to the crypt later.
No, I said I was taking her to the crypts.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood that. You're taking her to the crypt now.
there's a whole new meaning to skeletons in the closet.
Well, in D&D terms,
Okay.
skeletons in the portable hole.
So, back to Riclamin, who had just been tied to a stake with a blindfold, a bunch of archers lined up.
What? Hold on.
Dude, if
fast
you come
forwarding.
to kill Riclamin, you
Fast
chose the
Hang on.
wrong. You
Hang on.
chose the wrong weapon. You can't kill him with arrows. You've tried.
Did you just hear him? Did you just hear him say "fast forward"?
No, I said don't fast forward. You're fast forwarding.
No,
I was like to
didn't.
say, 50
No,
arrows later.
I pulled 100 on him earlier.
You see a couple of the feather barbs moving. You missed.
Since Sragg has decided to fast forward, I will fill in the blanks. Here's what's happened.
Do you know who
Okay.
I am? You can't kill me with arrows.
They're killing my clone. Carry on. I talked to him through the bag. He sent me quite the concoction. He said, "Here, drink this." I drank it. Clone appeared. They arrested my clone. They took him away.
So they've got you. You unhand me. The kid told them what his interpretation of what happened.
Yeah.
So the captain of the guard says, "So, would you prefer to wait in the cell, or shall we just stick you in one of the stocks?"
I didn't hit that child. I didn't cause his leg to break. Surely there's a fine for this that I could pay.
What do you say, son? What would you like to happen? He looks at you with probably the most evil grin you've ever You truly feel suddenly that the book is nothing compared to this small boy.
I see to the gallows with him.
Well, he looks rich. Yes, son. Maybe he could help my family. We do need a place to live. That sounds like a wonderful. Yes, we'll put you away.
We'll put you what? You're cutting up on me.
A fine sounds sufficient. Enough to buy family a house for a year.
And what for a year? Say it
You're
again.
breaking up, Sragg.
Yeah, we need a timeout. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Oh no,
Kill
Sragg's
the
gonna kill his
druid and your
internet.
connection
Ah,
became purged.
Oh man, I go be evil for just a second and everyone gets all connections up. Am I still breaking up bad?
It's
Nope.
just hit or
It's
miss.
showing
Try.
yellow. You can see the ping bars in the bottom whenever you're talking for us, and it turns red when you're chopping out the video frame.
So yeah, Rick, 4,000 gold to get out of this situation.
That came through.
Okay.
Thankfully.
Yeah,
The bars are
got it
red,
on.
but we got it.
You fork it over.
Fine.
You pay the fine.
Fine.
And I walk out. I don't even stick
Now-
around.
Okay. See a very happy kid running. Oh, excuse me. Hobbling through the street. That's right.
He's got a limp.
They didn't fix his leg? I thought they were fixing his leg.
That
Yeah,
would
they
require
fixed it.
breaking and rehealing it.
Yep.
Or a good whack with my shield.
There wasn't a lot of screaming. There was no specifics. They might have been re-breaking and healing it.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they are re-breaking and healing it.
You just drop
So-
him again.
Riclamin, you're a free man. Who would you like to assault next?
You're free of his gold.
I think I'd just head back to the tavern at the time being.
All right.
Okay.
You're gonna have to roll.
Yep.
Roll.
What am I? Which thing am I rolling?
You're gonna use it. It's a ranged attack, basically.
Okay.
Rolling for. Are you
Oh boy.
And then what do you do?
That is a hit, sir. Okay. Hang on. I've got to get the book.
I think he's breaking the other leg.
I didn't attack him. And I'm heading back to the tavern.
All right. So you just walk off, head to the tavern.
I left first, kind of waited around. Saw him
Okay.
take off after.
Yeah.
He didn't see me. I did that and flew to the tavern.
Oh, really? Okay. So, Riclamin tosses that, turns, looks a little bit. You see the bottle hit, break on him. He starts screaming. Crowd starts to gather around as the kid starts dissolving into a pile of green goo.
Okay.
Which bottle did
Wow.
you throw?
I think that shifts your alignment 1 point towards evil.
Which bottle did you throw?
It's an os bottle. It can do whatever.
It's no, I had to roll for it. That is a specific. Yeah, you're down by 1 now, though.
Yep, I marked
Bottle
it down.
of Smurrrr's blood.
Okay.
I think he's got quite a decent amount of good paid forward though from trying to stop the whole book and yada yada yada. He's earned a couple of these.
Oh, I know. It's shifted 1 point towards good and 1 point towards evil. It balances out.
Back to
I
neutral.
gotta maintain the balance, guys. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
He's hanging out with Goody Two Shoes Colby so much that he's got to do all this shit when Colby can't see.
Let's see here. Come
Goody-
see.
Colby had nothing on the good sworn druid.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you head back towards the tavern, unbeknownst to you. You get there to the tavern, no problems. Still early enough in the day, not really much going on down here.
All right,
What's your plans?
go get a room. Well, go get one of the rooms. It's Toby.
Yeah, Toby's back now.
So whatever room he sets me up with, and tell him I'll come have a drink with him after. But I gotta go to my room for a bit.
He hands you a large key. He says it's to the suite. The big room in the back. All yours, free of charge.
Well, thank you, Toby. Do you want to drink in the room later, or do you want to come out here and drink?
I have to stay out here, but come down to the bar. I'll have a table ready.
All right. And I head to the suite.
All right. So you head up to the suite.
Yep.
You're not there for too long before there's a knock at the door.
Knock at the suite door?
Yep.
Okay. Open it up.
There is a man dressed in mostly leather with a dark cloak, a couple of scars. Says, you got a pretty good arm on you.
What are you talking about? You like my arms? Is this a pickup line?
May I step in? I really don't think we want to discuss. I really don't think we want to discuss this out in the open.
Discuss what?
Like a threat, sir.
We could use a guy like you.
Is Toby near? Like within like 15 feet?
No,
The suite's in. Who's we?
in the back. Me and my associates.
What'd you say this guy was wearing? Leathers and stuff?
Yeah, leather, dark cloak, a couple of scars.
Belongs to a brotherhood.
Used
Of
for
the
what?
Falcon. Sure, we'll go with that.
Use me for what?
Your methods are a bit strange, but you definitely get the job done. And we have a target.
A target, huh?
Sir, don't play me. I came to you, not the guards. Did I not?
Don't threaten me.
We have an understanding. Would you like to
Man.
discuss this more?
I'll hear you out.
I cannot be resurrected this session, so anytime I can.
Second bell this morning. Out back at the tavern.
No.
The rest will show up with me.
Except for I
And you'll hear the full proposal and the offer then.
approach
At the second bell?
the Dark Brotherhood.
2 a.m.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
How do I know this isn't a trap?
He just looks, reaches his hand out, folds his cloak back. There's a crossbow bolt pointed at you. If I'd wanted you dead, you would have already been that way.
Not with arrows, my son.
He looks at you kind of puzzled.
And I grin.
They're not arrows if they're in a cross.
You will have to tell me where you get those wonderful bottles.
Perhaps. Second bell, you said?
Second bell.
Fair enough.
And he walks off.
Okay.
Dude, you could tell him where to get those potions for the amount of gold that you lost and make your money back.
All right. So, geez, there's Riclamin's business there. Did you have anything else to do before I move on to Smurrrrh?
I actually want to take the ring gate and talk to Ost. See how everything's
Sounds
doing
good.
back there.
Yeah, I'd like to order 600 of those bottles, please.
All right. You pop the
Setting up
ring
a-
gate out.
Melty acid smuggling business.
It's like the world's most amazing drive-through window right there.
Hold on, let me get them for you. I'll just order them up.
Can I have fries with that?
Welcome to Make Assassins. Can I take your order, please? 4 bottles of melty juice, 3 daggers.
Melty juice. It's got this
A pound of
unfortunate side
poisoned
effect.
beef.
It gives arms and wings. Deforms them. That's awesome, though. Okay, so yeah, I want to talk to Ost. I shout through the ring gate. Ost, you busy?
You shout at the ring gate. Ost, you busy? You hear a mild explosion.
Okay,
So no.
so business as usual. What?
Yeah, sounds pretty typical to me.
Not anymore.
Were you successful with that batch?
Well, I was not trying to blow a hole in the floor, but if I had been, I would have been successful.
True. How are things?
Doing quite well. You need something?
I just want to know if what's going on back there. You said something about a village last time?
Oh, yes, it's coming along great. Yes. Ever since we started using that creature as a performance enhancer, it's working wonders.
Creature?
Yeah.
Is Smurrrrh okay?
Define okay.
It's hard to define okay with him.
He's still Smurrrrh.
Great. Is there anything the village needs?
More people.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I'll have to think about that. I'll see what I can do. Anything you need?
More ingredients.
I'll see what I can do about that.
How about you? What do you need, sir?
I'm pretty good right now. I was just checking in.
Huh. I see.
Everything
Just
okay in the
checking in.
castle? They're in the estate?
Why, yes, it's wonderful. Here, have a look. He takes the ring off the wall, turns it, and starts kind of going around showing you things. Looks nice.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, I'll check in again later. Any word from Colby?
No, none at all.
Okay. All right, then. And I see you later, Ost. And I take the ring gate and I put it back in the backpack.
He closes the flap on his and puts it back on the wall. So you got a cell phone. Okay. So you're good.
Yep.
That leaves us with Smurrrrh. Trotting through the forest.
Yep.
Now do you remember what was on your
Just
list?
trying to keep an idea of the direction that I was coming from. Yeah, mushroom with red mushroom with white spots, gray colored moss, and a rabbit.
Okay. So survival checks and search checks. Let's see what you do. It's your turn for the turn of ultimate checks.
Yeah. The only reason Smurrrrh remembers the red is because he's red now. All right. 1 sec here.
Do I have time to do a quick run?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Here.
Run away.
Run away.
You need to do survival check and what checks did you need? Sorry.
Search and survival.
Search and survival. Okay. Hang on.
Give me this.
In that
Give me
order?
the survival first. Actually, give me 2 survival checks. The first one's to keep track of where you're at. The second one's for
survivals.
finding.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 survivals and a search.
Oh shit! I don't think I have my. Hang on a second. Let me
Oh,
check
let me
something.
get you your modifiers here, if that might help you.
Yeah, and I think I don't think I leveled up my skill points, but that's okay. We'll just use what I have in there.
You have 10 in survival. You have 0 in search.
Yeah.
So that's easy.
So 2 survivals first, you said?
Yep. So that's to find out where you're going. That's to find your stuff. Okay. That's not cool. All right. And then your search check.
D20.
All right. So Smurrrrh, cruising through the forest with a bag. Here's rustling in the bushes, reaches in, pulls out a rabbit that's holding a red speckled mushroom, throws it in the bag.
Wait, does the rabbit ask him, "What's up, Doc?"
No. It was apparently eating the mushroom. Convenient.
I hold the rabbit up by the scruff and I'm like making sure there's like no sentience in there. Sort of concerned.
You just shake it by its foot or what? What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm sort of holding it like by the scruff of the neck, and like looking into its eyes. And I'm like, if there's anyone in there, blink 3 times.
You're like expecting it to just get upset with you, give you a look, and cross its arms in front of it. Like, seriously, dude, what's the problem?
Rabbit's eyes close, close, close.
All right, he's fine. We'll put him in the bag.
All right. You pick up the mushroom too. You can see if there's any more in there. Yeah. Searching around.
Yeah, the mushroom's red with white spots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You find a nice little patch of them. You think you have plenty.
Okay.
You got a rabbit. You got some mushrooms.
I need the gray moss from a tree. Scrape some gray moss from a tree.
All the trees in this area look gray.
All the trees in this area look gray, or all the moss on the trees look gray? Sorry, I misheard that.
All the trees in the area look gray.
Okay. Is there any moss on any of the trees that is gray moss?
As you get up and scrape it, some of them seem to have moss on them. So, yes.
It's gray moss, though?
It looks gray to you.
Okay, fair enough.
If
If I think it's gray, I will scrape it.
How do you scrape it?
Using my sword, I'll scrape it off like on the side. Like hold my sword sideways and like scrape.
I half expected you to say with the bunny.
You scrape with the sword down, shave
Well,
moss,
yeah, kind of
bark.
like that. Yeah. Well, more like not the blade down, but the blade horizontal, like scraping.
Okay.
Not to like shave the tree.
At
but,
just the right angle to actually peel the tree. He's an expert cook. Like he's nailed that. If anybody can peel a tree, it's Smurrrrh.
Yeah. Splices the tree down, starts dusting it up.
Yeah.
You harvest what I think would be enough moss.
Okay. Yeah, there was no quantity specified, so.
He is making fillet of tree.
All right. So,
Anything else of interest around me in the area that I noticed? With anything you want me to do another spot check or anything?
you think there should be a clearing over there, over that way?
Clearing.
Looks like a clearing.
That's all right. If there's nothing of immediate interest, then I'm just gonna try and find my way back.
Survival check, please, sir.
Yep.
You exceed your previous. That's a bad thing. No. You find your way back with
The
no
bunny
trouble.
is cursed. That's a bad thing.
Yeah. But it contains potassium benzoate. That's also a bad thing. I know.
You're going through. You notice on the ground a black stone.
Something that catches my eye.
Yep, the shiny black stone.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'll pick it up.
You pick it up.
Yep. I look at it. What's its size approximately? Baseball, golf ball.
Let me see.
I'm just laughing at Jared's suggestion. Lick it. Yeah.
Lick it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all
He's
right.
got it up there in his face and he's eyeballing it, and I just
If
pictured
it was a
Smurrrrh
toad,
as being,
yeah. Licking it. What does it taste like? Is it a
it's
piece
the
of
next.
candy?
I saw it, I smelt it, I tasted it.
Yeah.
That's great.
He just puts it in his mouth. He's like, no.
It's a dark, smoothly polished
You know what?
stone.
If I was
Not
going to
baseball
do that,
size.
I wait till I got back to the camp area for a proper cooking situation, and then I might taste it to see if it's have any good cooking value. But I'd have to grind some up, with mortar and pestle or something like that.
You grind up random stones for cooking reasons.
Alright.
Yes,
Yeah.
this does sound
Hey,
like
so-
our surgery.
Yeah,
So-
don't question the awesome cooking.
So you start cruising back towards town.
Could be a rare rock salt.
You're noticing it's like, I don't think I traveled this far to get out here. Didn't take me nearly this long.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Surgery, you're lost.
Of course I'm lost. I'm gonna look at the stars and see if that'll help me find my way home.
Yeah, you're sure you're going the right way. You
As far
keep
as you're
going.
concerned.
I'll
You're
keep
about-
heading that way.
You're about twice as far out as you think you should have been, but you get to the clearing and there's town.
Okay. Get to the clearing and there's okay. Then I'll head to town if I see town.
Yeah, there's your town right there. There's your sister shouting orders. People run around building stuff. Where did you put that shiny black stone?
In any kind of pouch I would have had that would be of appropriate size.
Okay, good. Slide that into a pouch. Awesome.
When I was holding it, did I feel anything unique about it? Did it feel just like a cold stone? Is it warm? Did it give me any kind of sensations?
It's pretty black. Feels like it's a lot heavier than it should be.
So it's got a little bit more weight to it. Okay.
Yeah. Now that you're walking through town, you notice that you seem to be moving more slowly. Everything's kind of...
I'm moving more slowly, or everything else is moving slowly?
You are. They're moving a lot faster than they were before.
Okay. Interesting. That's strange. I try and make my I try and make my way to my sister as quickly as possible. And I get there and I'm like, "Hey, sis, what's going on?"
Nope. You're
All right,
talking
I'm just kidding.
normal way.
Go ahead. Like my walking speed is slower, or do I feel lethargic? Can you describe
Yeah.
what's slower?
You go slower than you used to. By
Just
about half
My walking speed.
your movement speed.
My movements. So if I move my arm left or right, that is slower.
I
I test this theory out. I do this to see if my arm moves
you
slower.
seem to be able to move your arms just fine,
Yeah.
but you try to walk, and it's slower.
That's interesting.
What is that, John?
Smurrrrh probably doesn't think anything of it, put any kind of two and two together if it is related to the stone or not. I would imagine.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go there. But I make it to my sister. If I make it to my sister, I bring her the stuff and
This is
ask if this is
wonderful.
what she wants. Is this the right stuff?
She grabs, or you hold the bag out for her?
Yeah.
He looks at the moss. That's nice. Mushrooms, nice. Grabs the rabbit. Crack. Yep, that'll work.
Smurrrrh thinks for a minute. I hope it really wasn't a person. But then he's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, if you would just take those to Ost, he'll brew it up another batch.
All right. I will do. Hey, do you want the rest of this rabbit? Make a stew or something?
He uses it for something. So,
All right.
while you're here, what do you want your house to look like?
Surprise me. Okay. I sort of got lost.
All right.
You're totally getting the Bat Cave.
That's fine.
Yep. Bat Smurrrrh.
It's pink with rainbows. Fabulous.
Fabulous.
In case you guys are just tuning in, the theme this week is break a leg of some poor hapless creature.
And a neck. And a
Colby, you're up.
I killed the whole druid. Does that count?
Break
Well,
a
you brought
leg.
one back to life and then killed it.
The theme is break a leg.
All right.
It probably broke its leg in process.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should do that sermon. Go break a leg. Acting.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So you get back to Ost. It takes you forever.
Yeah.
You're actually getting rather annoyed.
Is he though? Is he?
Okay.
I'm assuming. Being Smurrrrh likes to zip around. Because he's no longer speed orc. He is now slow orc.
Yeah, now that am I in Ost Chambers now, or am I still approaching, or?
Oh, you're still approaching.
Okay, I'll listen for any explosion sounds, or I'll sort of approach cautiously. I know he's sort of doing weird stuff in there and makes weird potions. Being that I used to be that sorcerer's slave person, and he burnt my face when I snuck up on him before. I'm gonna be a little more cautious than I would otherwise.
You see Ost running around with the ring gate. He comes back, closes the flap, says something to the ring gate, and puts it back up on the wall.
I just sort of go.
Oh, Smurrrrh.
Yeah, hey.
Rick was just asking about you.
How's he doing? Where is he at?
Wherever you came from.
Water Dwarf? I don't remember. Yeah. My sister wants some more of that magic monster soup potion juice that you make. Are these the right ingredients? I have them here in a bag. Have a look.
He takes it out and takes the mushroom. Yes, most definitely. Takes the moss. That'll work. Pulls the rabbit out with the leg. Rips that off.
You can have the rest of it too if you need anything. Go ahead.
And then takes the other one off.
I
Pulls
don't.
the skin off. Throws it on a hot plate.
I say about the. I say I don't think the rabbit was a person. I asked him, but he winked instead of blinked. So I don't. He might. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
He says, "No, it doesn't."
Okay. I say, hey, I found this cool looking rock. Do you know what this is? And I show him the rock.
He looks at it. No.
Okay. You know who might know what this does, or if it's worth any money for me, or if
It
someone might be interested in it?
looks nice, but
Yeah, it's pretty. It's neat, eh? Do you want to
wonder
hold it for a
what
sec?
all right. You go out, drop it towards him. He grabs it. Where did it go?
Huh? I don't know. You had the rock. Is there like a cauldron in front of him?
No. When you dropped it,
Oh.
it never landed in his hands.
Did I search my person and make sure I still don't have it?
You're searching all around. You get to the pouch in the back. Pull out the rock.
Yeah.
And
I
Oz
tried to
says,
drop it again.
I know what it is. That's a problem.
A problem. It's a rock. What do you mean it's a problem?
Rocks don't do that.
I know. That's weird. That's the first thing. I don't know. I found it on the ground.
I'll try to work on something for that.
No more potions. No
Oh,
more
well,
potions.
that's what I do. Okay.
I know. No more potions.
Well, then you deal with it.
Well, who else would I be able to see? Would I be able to talk to about this?
You could ask that Colby guy.
Colby. You think Colby's gonna know? Is it a religious thing, or what is this rock? I mean, you seem to know something about it.
I know it's not behaving like a normal rock. And it seems to like you. Is it your pet rock?
Yes,
I mean,
it is
I
a
didn't
pet
get-
rock.
I didn't give it a name or anything. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe it'll be more friendly. Hey, I'm gonna try something. I try and throw the rock.
You throw the rock at a wall or what?
Yeah.
Just chunk it. You see it fly off.
Yep. And it just
Okay.
vanishes.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, it's not a returning stone.
You call
I'm
him Brock.
Brock the Rock.
Yeah.
Or the Rocky Brock Rockerson the third.
So, yep, you threw it vanished.
It vanished before it hit the wall, like
Yep.
like how far did it get before it vanished?
Didn't seem to make it very far.
Like a couple feet?
Mhm.
Okay.
You, sir, have a conundrum.
I try and place it on the ground slowly.
You take it out, set it down.
Yep.
It's just sitting there.
I step backwards from it.
It disappears.
Smurrrrh actually laughs at that. It's just ridiculous. Oh, Smurrrrh shakes his head. Well, Rock, I guess it's just you and me. I head out the door.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Oz, how long is this going to take for all this stuff? Should I let my sister know? Did she ask anything else of you that I need to be bringing her or anything like that?
That should be it until tomorrow.
Well, what is this? What is this magic monster potion juice anyway? What do you call it? I call it monster soup, but
Honestly, I don't really have a name for it. It was an accident.
It's like a mash.
what were you trying to accomplish? I mean, you do all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, I'm red. I have wings.
I was in the middle of mixing something when I was interrupted, and I dropped a couple of the vials I was carrying into the batch, which exploded, but it worked. Flew some into my mouth. Tasted kind of strange, but man, I could get work done really quickly. And then it came alive, and I beat it to death with a book in 0.2 seconds.
That's quick.
So I decided to make
I
use
think.
of it.
Weird. So, does a monster ever change in size, or is it always
I
the same?
I suppose it would if I used more ingredients. Never tried.
Have you tried other? You haven't tried other things? Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe if you brought me more ingredients, I could make a bigger one.
What
I
kind of
haven't
ingredient?
You brought me plenty of mushroom and moss. I need more rabbits.
I say, what about Black Rock? And I try and drop it in his pot just as a joke because I know it's going to return.
I'm not.
I laugh.
He laughs with you. That's so good. You poor. It doesn't seem to be harming you.
I feel a little slower. I don't know if it's the rock, but yeah, it's weird.
He
I almost
looks at you with a little bit of
burdened somehow.
concern. You feel slower?
Yeah, things seem slower. Like I can do this fine, and I wave my arms around. But when I walk, I don't feel quite as quick as I used to.
He walks over and starts looking through the bottles. Here, try this one.
Potions. I don't know. I don't know
I
about
told you.
potions. What does it do? What does it do, Austin? I mean, I drink your potions and look at me. I'm a nightmare. I mean, it's all right for the most part, but
It should
rest
increase
of the
your
world.
speed.
increase my what? If you had to name this potion, what would you name this potion?
Beef up.
Beef up.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hold
should-
the potion. I'm gonna put it in my bag. And before I drink it, I'm gonna have someone else have a look at it. And
It
see what
will
they say.
lose potency. Drink it now.
You drink it now.
We don't trust it. It's an Oz potion.
I'll tell you what, Oz. You drink half and I'll drink half. And we'll have a drinking contest.
Fine. He pops the top, pours it into the two glasses, downs his. You see his legs start to enlarge and beef up.
So can you run really quick now? Let's see.
He also jumps up on top of the bookshelf.
All right, I'll have some beef pop then.
Beef pop.
You down it?
Yep.
Your legs don't beef up at all.
They don't beef up at all.
No.
The potion, it does nothing.
Oz, your potions are broken.
He says,
Your
no,
potions are broken. No more potions. I'm done.
it worked. I just didn't
You
calculate
call
for-
yourself a potion man?
Look at
What
your
is this?
wings.
They're
What about
glorious
them?
wings.
Oh dear. His
They feel
wings.
much
What
stronger.
about? I try and flap them.
They definitely are much stronger.
You really need to work on your consistency of what your potions do, guy. I don't know. I mean, this is all right, but it's not what it was supposed to do, right? You said, I don't know.
Well, it would have targeted your legs. Look at what it did to mine. I don't have wings. That's a personal problem.
Well, maybe you should get wings and then test your potions out, and maybe you should be red too, just so you know. If you give me a potion, we know what happens. I gotta go. I leave.
All right, Smurrrrh, increase your flight speed to 60 foot per round permanently with average maneuverability.
Sweet. I don't have my sheet, so can someone else do that for me? It's on Google Drive.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so your
I wrote
fly
it on
speed
creating
is
another email address.
now 60 foot per round with average instead of clumsy at
Instead of
30.
clumsy? Okay.
At least you took the beef up. Now, who knows what would have happened if you had drank the whole potion?
Is that permanent?
That's permanent.
Jesus, Sragg.
He only drank half the potion. I couldn't give him a real buff. All right.
You've dished out more permanent effects than I didn't even think was possible.
Yeah.
Permanency is a spell that, yeah,
Is it
Ross is.
bit?
I mean, I knew this was still going to be a risk, and I knew he could just say, "Well, Oz was immune to it" or whatever. But I'm like, this would at least role play out better than just be.
Oh, no,
"All right,
I
I'll
was
have
just
another
saying, it's insane the amount of permanent effects that you're affected by.
Well, see, he
Yeah.
doesn't know how long that red stuff is going to last either.
potion." I'm an abomination right now.
You're Diablo.
Yeah, you are.
So, with my new, if I was leaving and I'm heading out, I'm gonna see if my fly speed is faster than it was.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to test out my wings.
You book
But
it
I'm
with
still
your
slow
wing.
on the ground. I'm still
Yep.
slow on the ground, though.
Yep.
Okay.
You can
I'll be
fly
flying a
about
lot more
3 times
now.
as fast as you can walk.
Okay, I would be flying around a lot then. Fair enough. Thank you. If you want to go on to someone else, that's fine.
All right.
Unless you
Let's see.
have something else for me. I was just gonna head back to Tallulah and see if she had anything else that she needed, or
Okay.
let her know what was going on.
No, we're pretty good with that. We can go back to Colby, or we can take a break.
Let us take a break, and we will be back in a few minutes with the final hour of D&D Outcast Order. And then after that, we've got a special treat. Some might say it's heretical.